Welcome to the Diligent Minds podcast. I'm your host, Dorian Jones. I make personal development easy so that you can achieve your goals, do all the things you put your mind to, give you motivation, and so much more. It's time for you to step up, do the work, and become the best version of yourself. Let's go ahead, dive right into the show. What's going on, Diligent Minds community? Happy Monday to you all. If you're listening to this when it comes out, which is October 2nd. It's crazy to say that October right now. I feel like I just said Happy New Year to you a few months ago. But here we are in the last leg of the year, entering holiday season. So how you feeling going into this fall season? How do you feel going into the last quarter of the year, I should say? I keep saying season, but the last quarter of the year. It went by so fast, and before you know it, it's going to be Christmas, and then it'll be New Year's, and we starting all over again. And that's if you want to live on that cycle, which is another story we're not going to dive into right now. So how you feeling? How's your energy today? Sending you all well wishes, you and your family. I want to say thank you for choosing me out of all the options that you have. It means so much to me. Don't forget to leave a rating and review if you listen to this on Apple Podcasts or Spotify. And leave a thumbs up if you're watching this on YouTube as well. I don't have too many announcements for today. I just want to tell you check out all the links down below for the book, the planner, coaching program. Subscribe to the YouTube channel if you listen to this on audio. And if you're watching this on YouTube, go ahead and subscribe on Apple Podcasts or wherever you find your podcast, whatever platform you choose. Hit that subscribe button so that you don't miss an episode, and refer this to a friend as well. I'm sitting here chilling, got my glass of wine right now. If you're watching this on YouTube, then you can see, I don't know which camera I'm looking at. So I've been recording on 2 cameras since I got the new iPhone. Let me go ahead and utilize this and do multi-camera angles. And last week was the first time I did that, and it went well. Still a little bit of learning curve on the editing process, but I feel like I'm getting there pretty fast. I feel like I'm kind of getting the hang of it. So you'll be seeing dual angles on YouTube videos from now on, and the podcast. So like I said, if you're not subscribed on YouTube and you want to see me, you want to see the glass of wine that I'm drinking, go ahead and click that link down below. This episode will release on Thursday, October, 3rd, 4th, 5th of this week. I'm sorry about that. All right, let's dive into this episode. We're talking about your current reality, how it looks nothing like your dream life. You know, we had this dream life of how we want our life to come out, how we want to live our life. But right now, it may not be aligned with where we are at the moment. And that's what we're going to talk about. How can you create your reality? How can you sit through your life not looking the way you want it to look in the future, in the moment right now? Because we all want a better life. We all want to continue to progress as individuals. So where we are right now isn't our end goal. We may be somewhere in life where we said we wanted to be here, but now we're feeling like, I want to get past this. And you may not be showing gratitude for what you have right now in the moment, because it's what you have. You're living in it. So you're not showing gratitude for the things that you do have, not realizing that everything that you have right now is what you were asking for in the past, but you want to continue to progress. Or maybe you don't see something that you want, and you just in a gray space or in a dark space, and you feel like, my dream life is so far away. How do I work past my current reality? People always telling me to think big, look in the future. But how can I do that when my life seems like it's all in shambles right now? Things just don't seem to be going my way. And that's what we're going to dive into in today's episode. Let's go ahead and get right into it. One thing about life is an illusion. Everything is designed on purpose. All the things that we like, all the things we don't like, everything is given to us for a reason. I talked about this on the YouTube episode, which I will link above. If you're watching this on YouTube, there is a card up there where you can check out that video, because life is going to throw you all types of ways based on what you ask for. So you must direct life on what it is that you want, because life, the universe, God, whoever it is that you believe in, whoever it is you put your faith into, does not know what you want. So how do you expect to get something? How do you expect to get somewhere if you don't say, this is what I want from life? This is what I want to manifest within my life. So when I say life is an illusion, it's because everything is put in front of you just to trick you on your way to where you want to go. Because it's going to trick you, it's going to challenge you in the current moment. It's going to base all those things on what it is you ask for. So it's paving that pathway for you to get to where you want to go. You learn to accept the false sense of reality of your life not being where you want it to be. Because people are like, well, be grateful. We always hear these terms and we accept the false reality of what's going on. But that's the conflict when we're trying to manifest something better. How can you attract something else when you living in something that's so negative, something that doesn't align with what you want? You must see through all of the noise. Everything that's happening is all for a reason. That's one thing I want you to always remember. Everything that's happening to you, it all happens for a reason. It's not happening by accident. It's not happening because you're a bad person, because it's karma. It's all happening for some type of reason. A reason that you may not notice right now, or something that you may not understand in the moment, but it's all happening to you for the greater good in the future. Don't allow what's going on right now to alter the vision that you have for your future. What you see for your future, do not stray away from that based on temporary feelings or actions or temporary circumstances. Because these circumstances will always come and go. They're always going to be there, and then they're always going to leave you. But they're going to leave you with something that you can build on, something that can help you as an individual, something that can help you with, whether it be your perspective, whether it be the moves that you make, your actions, your knowledge. Is going to be something that you can take from every situation in life. And some of these distractions can be super distracting. They can feel like how am I going to get through this? Like, how am I going to work through this? How can I think past this when this is going on? I don't understand it. Explain it to me. I'm not the one to explain it to you, but I just want you to have that faith and that belief in yourself, that belief within your drive, that belief in your own abilities. Because if you don't have that, if you don't have that belief, then nothing is going to come to you. So if you say you can do it, you're correct. And if you say you can't do it, you're correct. And that's the same with whatever situations you're going through. If you tell yourself, I can get through this, I will get through this, then you're right. But if you don't think that, you start beating yourself up, that's when that energy is going to be reciprocated to you. You come across situations and it feels like you'll never overcome, or these moments that feel like the worst thing that happened in your life, they happen at the worst time. Through it all, keep your eyes on your goal. Whatever that goal may be, keep your eyes on it. Always look at the future. Always look at the brighter side of it. And this is the trick that's played on us. We want to think positive and see the bright side, but in life, it will be hard to do this consistently. It's always hard to constantly show up and think positive, be this positive person. I struggle with it sometimes too, just because I'm speaking on the podcast. I have moments where I have doubts. I have moments where I have to shake myself out of those little small depressions and get out of my own head. I'm not someone telling you that I'm perfect, but I do understand this. We attract what we think. And that's something that I understood as I started to live it myself. I began to just believe things. I began to trust whatever I was telling myself. And I started to just always think positive, always think positive. Sometimes for some people, it felt like, why are you so positive? Why are you so optimistic about things? You're not being realistic. And that's because they don't understand. They've never experienced it. And I just decided to give it a try because in my life, things were always going wrong. Things were always going downhill. So why would I continue to support that? Why would I continue to speak on those things when I don't desire it in my life? Of course it's happening. Of course it's reality. I see it happen in my life. I can't not see it. But why would I want to continue to live that? Why can't I just see the positive side? Because when I'm highlighting all those negatives, then that's when I had those negative emotions, had those negative thoughts. Why continue to do that? So if you facing something right now, if you're facing any type of issue, think the opposite of the negative emotion that you're feeling right now. Speak that opposite into your life. And then things will start to turn around. Things will begin to change. You may not see it right away. It may take time. It may take practice. But I just want you to trust me on this. If you don't take anything else from this episode, trust and believe me when I tell you to speak positive no matter what. Speak positive on yourself. Speak highly of yourself. I don't care where you feel like you are on your journey. This is not the end. This is not the end of whatever you're going through. And you're going to face more challenges in the future. So look forward to it. And if you feel a little overwhelmed right now, I want you to take it one step at a time. Focus on one thing at a time. And that's only the things you can control right now in this moment. When I was designing my online course, I created this chapter talking about goal setting. I talked about how goal setting was compared to playing baseball. We have a home plate where we start, and the goal is to get back to home base. Whether you hit a home run, whether you have to get a single, where you get an RBI, whatever you want to get back to home base. You don't want to get left out on that base. So when we set our goals, we have to hit first, second, and third before we get to home base. It's no way around it. You can't just skip and say, all right, I'm at home base. I have to get right back to home. And I skip first, second, and third. It does not work like that. Even if you hit a home run, you still have to hit first, second, and third before you make it back to that home plate. I love this analogy because for me, it puts things into perspective and I can explain this in an easier manner. Even if you want to get back to that home base, if you're on first base right now, you must focus on getting to second base. Whatever you have to do, whether you have to steal that base, whether you got to wait on someone to hit it, you have to hit second base first before you can get to third base, which leads you to home base. So I'm telling you right now, focus on where you at on your journey. Focus on where you at the moment and how can you get to the next step. What things do you need to do right now? What things are you doing every single day? How are you spending your time? What are your habits? How is your attention span compared to where you want to be? Are you getting distracted? Are you not serious about where you want to go? That's something you need to work on with yourself. That's something you need to ask yourself, because if you don't know where you at, if you have no self-awareness, then you will have nowhere to go. If you have no goal, you're going to go anywhere that the wind pushes you. You're going to go every single way because you need to have some type of direction. So the first thing you need to do is set some type of direction and say, this is the way I want my life to go. This is where I want to go with my life. Whether you want to build a business, whether you want to build a career, you need to make that decision and say, how can I get there? This is my home plate, but what's my first, second, and third base that's going to help me get to that home plate? One thing I want to ask of you is not to be defined by what you're going through or what you've been through even. The visions that we hold of ourselves are designed based on our experiences in life. Sometimes the experiences that we've had may not look the way we want our future to look. Sometimes they could look a little scary. Sometimes they could look a little intimidating. It could be like, I want to forget that. But do not allow that to define you. Remember, you are what you tell yourself. You and only you can define who you are. I don't care what you've been through. I don't care what proof is there. Don't accept that. That's your past. You can't live in the past. You can't go to the past and say, I'm going to change this. No, that's a part of you. That's a part of who you are, part of your journey, part of your story as an individual. It's a part of your testimony when you get to the other side. The beautiful thing about life is that we are in control. And the decisions that we make will steer our ship in whatever direction we please to go. Whatever direction we choose that we want to go, that's going to be based on the decisions that we make. We over there, we cruising on that ship. We cruising through the sea. And we say, look, you know what? We want to go a little bit to the left. You the captain. You the one that's turning that wheel. No one else. No one else is going to go in there and say, all right, I think they want to go this way. No, you know where you want to go. So you go in there and turn that. Make sure that you always steer in the direction you're going in your life. Look at your life currently. What are you holding on to that no longer serves you? What have you had a hard time letting go? This can be experiences, beliefs, thoughts, habits, or anything that gives you any negative emotions or thoughts when you think about it or experience it. What things are occurring on the regular that seems like it always gets you unbalanced? It always throws your energy off. What things are that for you? It's okay to be honest with yourself, because once you're more honest with yourself, and like we said earlier, talk about that self-awareness, then that's when it's really going to help you to push past these negative points. Push past these points that's been a struggle for you. You must be true with yourself. You must accept these things. And you must understand that these things do not define who you are. They will not tell you that this is your permanent life just because you went through it. That is a false statement. I'm going to tell you that right now. Give yourself permission to release these things and move forward. You want to move forward in your life. How can you move forward when you hold on to something from your past? They no longer matter in this next chapter of your life. So why continue to carry it over? Make wise decisions not based on your current circumstances, but based on where you're headed, based on where you're going, based on where you think you want to go. Just because you're saying you want to go there, you may change your mind in the future. But you know, you don't want to stay in this current tense. You don't want to stay in this negative sense. You want to move beyond where you are at the moment. The things that you're dealing with, the things that you've been holding on to, they no longer matter in this next chapter of your life. So let them go. Make wise decisions not based on your current circumstances, but based on where you see yourself headed. Become the person that you see yourself becoming Like in the future, start to work on that person. Start to become that individual. Who is the person that you're going to be? Are you waking up early? Are you exercising? Are you interacting with certain people? What activities are you into? Are you doing those things? Start to do it right now. Start to move into the direction that you want to go. Start to become that now. Don't wait until later. Don't wait until, well, I'm going to wait till I get this much money. I'm going to wait till I get in this career. I'm going to wait until I make this move in my business. No, become that person now. And you'll attract everything else that comes along with that. Walk in those dreams and transform your life. Make your dreams meet reality. Start waking up and living your dreams. Stop sitting over there just thinking about it. Oh, this looks good. Stop imagining things. No, create that as your reality now. You can do it. It may be a little hard. It may be a little difficult. But why not challenge yourself? Temporary pain and struggle will not always be there. All struggles are that temporary. They're all temporary. So I want you to take that and understand it. We've all lived through some type of time in our life where we wish we didn't live it. We wish we could take that back, but we made it through, and we're here to tell our story. We're here to tell how we got through it. So anyone else that's going through something, we can explain what we dealt with, our experiences, how we dealt with certain situations, and help someone else on their journey. These pains and struggles may feel like they're part of your identity because they're so strong. The only things that are attached to us are the things that we choose to accept as individuals. The things that we say are a part of us. The things that we say, yes, this did happen to me and I believe it. Those are the only things that define us and only things that are attached to us. I don't care what the outside say, what the outside public say. Most of the time, the things that attach to us that we don't desire, it's a small percentage of people that know about it that may bring it up. But the world is a big place. Go out there and experience something. Go out there and experience life. Meet new people. Learn from your current and past struggles. Build on top of them. Continue to build on top of those struggles. Because it's going to be your foundation that's going to be able to hold whatever it is you desire in life. Use them as motivation and proof that you can survive and create the life that you want. Because you can create it, I'm telling you. You can create the life that you want. You and only you. You got this. Don't allow your current reality to distract you, to discourage you from going after your dream life, from living your dream life. There's never a time where you should quit. It's never too late to get to where you want to be. Because sometimes we hear about all these different things and all these different timelines that society put on us. Well, you should have done this in your 20s. You should have done this in your 30s. And you haven't done it. Maybe you're close to 40. Maybe you're in your 30s and you feel like I should have been here in my 20s. That's okay. Don't hold on to that. That's in the past. What can you do now to make that your reality? It's not too late. Don't hold on to that ageism. Don't hold on to, that's even, if that's even a word, I don't know, but you get what I'm saying. Don't hold on to all these things that society put on you. You create what you want. You become who you want. And the only way you're going to become that is if you start to walk in it right now. So that wraps it up for today's episode. I'd like to ask you to leave a rating and review. Check out all the links down below for the planner, the book, coaching program. Check me out on IG. Don't forget to hit that subscribe button if you're watching this on YouTube. And go ahead and hit that subscribe button if you listen to this on audio as well. Leave a thumbs up, rating and review, all that good stuff. You know what to do. Go out there and enjoy your day. You hear the outro rolling in? You know what that means. Everybody has greatness within, even you.